Legal notice. The publisher has strived to be as accurate and complete as possible in the creation of this report, notwithstanding the fact that he does not warrant or represent at any time that the contents within are accurate due to the rapidly changing nature of the Internet. The publisher will not be responsible for any losses or damages of any kind incurred by the reader, whether directly or indirectly arising from the use of the information found in this report. This report is not intended for use as a source of legal, business, accounting, or financial advice. All readers are advised to seek services of competent professionals in legal, business, accounting, and finance field. No guarantees of income are made. Reader assumes responsibility for use of information contained herein. The author reserves the right to make changes without notice. The publisher assumes no responsibility or liability whatsoever on the behalf of the reader of this report. Table of contents. Introduction. Infamous question number 1. Are all resell rights products the same in terms and conditions? 7. Infamous question number 2. What is the difference between resell rights and private label rights? 9. Infamous question number 3. How do I compete with other resellers who own the same product? 10. Infamous question number 4. What ways can I profit from resell rights products? 11. Infamous question number 5. What should I look for in a product before purchasing its rights? 12. Infamous question number 6. Where are the best places to search for quality products to resell? 14. Infamous question number 7. How do I market a resell rights product? 16 tips, and in closing 17. 7 infamous resell rights questions answered. Your question answered on resell rights. Dear aspiring reseller. Resell rights can sound all alien to you, especially if you are new to the marketing scene or simply stepped in fresh from the world of doing business conventionally. Perhaps you are more familiar with the term retail and wholesale in the offline world of doing business, but some things can change slightly in the world of e-commerce, though many have dubbed internet marketing as a way of selling through the internet as a medium with many of the conventional and time-tested principles intact. So by now that you've heard about resell rights, you're probably wondering what this new opportunity is all about and how you get your own piece of the pie from it. I was when I first discovered the might of resell rights. In a nutshell, most top marketers today boost their income and add spikes to their traffic and edges to building their mailing lists through creative use and leverage on resell rights. And it can very well be your leverage to your next breakthrough in internet marketing, too, but only if you understand it first. That's right. So if you have questions like below, teeming and pounding hard in your head, right, this book is for you. What is resell rights? Why are there a variety of terms in resell rights, and what are the differences? How do I tap into this lucrative opportunity in the e-commerce scene and tie together with my next information product? And any other questions that most beginning marketers and newcomers have on the special subject of resell rights riches. Having resold several products throughout my internet marketing career, I have been often asked questions, some of them included in the above mention, on this unique field. So profitable, and yet chances are that you don't talk about this with your neighbor next door unless he or she is an internet marketer. Having said that, if you want to know how to make money from resell rights products, you need to understand it first, correct? And in order to understand a subject you don't know at all, you've got to ask an expert on the subject, correct? Well, here it is, the scoop from the master reseller for all aspiring resellers. The 7 infamous resell rights questions answered. In this book, I've compiled 7 of the most popular questions asked on profiting from resell rights, especially since I notice they tend to be recurring questions. And it is very likely you have some or all of these questions in your mind waiting to be answered to satisfy your curious mind. So turn the page and don't forget to send me a thank you note when you make your first buck in the resell rights arena. You know the address. Infamous question number 1. Are all resell rights products the same in terms and conditions? Answer. All resell rights are not created equally. Resell rights vary from one product to the next, with different rights, terms, and conditions. In fact, some products that are contained in a resell rights package are not for resell at all, but are instead for personal use only. If you purchase a resell rights package, which contains more than one product, the package will typically contain a resell license agreement for each product. Do not assume anything. Read every word of the resell license before you resell the product, and keep that license in a safe place for future reference. For some products, you may be allowed to resell the product for any price, or even give it away for free. Others may have a set price, meaning that you cannot sell the product for less than that price or give it away for free. In the case of physical products, such as CDs or DVDs, you may or may not be allowed to duplicate the product when you sell it. Some companies may require you to purchase the product directly from them for resell, for each sale. There are usually other terms and conditions for reselling a product as well, other than the price at which you may resell it. For instance, most product authors will have strict anti-spam policies, meaning that the product cannot be advertised by any method that may be in violation of federal spam laws. If you are ever unsure about your resell rights, contact the author of the product before doing anything else. You do not want to violate any terms or conditions, as it can and will be considered a violation of copyright laws, which is a federal offense. Make sure that you aren't just asking another reseller. Contact the author of the product directly. Make sure that you don't misplace your licenses. Print them out and keep them on a file. You should also back up electronic copies on a disk. Include any email exchanges with the product author as well in your backup files, including the emails that you send. Infamous question number 2. What is the difference between resell rights and PLR, private label rights? Answer. Many people are confused about the difference between resell rights and private label rights. Several mistakenly think that they are the same thing, and this is not so. It is easy, however, to understand how the two terms can be confusing. If you have resell rights, you have the right to resell the product, in conjunction with the terms and conditions set forth in your license, as is. This means that you cannot alter or edit the product in any way, and you cannot put your name on it as the author. If you have private label rights, however, you can edit and alter the product as you see fit, and you can even put your own name, or your company's name, on the product as the author. You can change words, chapters, graphics, add to the product, break the product down into several different products, whatever you choose to do. Because you have more freedom with private label rights, these types of products generally cost more to purchase the rights for. Some products even have two options when you purchase them: resell rights or private label rights. In fact, you can use your private label rights products and sell the resell rights to others, after you have changed the product and put your name on it. There is also a difference between resell rights and master resell rights. Resell rights simply give you the right to resell the product, while master resell rights allow you to resell the product and the resell rights. Again, it is easy to see how one could be confused with these various terms. However, if given the choice, always go for the private label rights. This will allow you to have a product of your very own, without actually having to create one yourself. Most private label rights licenses give you much more leniency. Infamous question number 3. How do I compete with other resellers who own the same product? Answer. Many people avoid resell rights products simply because they believe that they cannot compete with other resellers who are selling the same product, or they feel the market for that product may be flooded due to the fact that there are a great number of other resellers. However, if you really think about it, most people purchase resell rights, and have no intention of reselling the product, they simply wanted the product. Others purchase resell rights to sell the product, but honestly don't know how, or don't use very effective marketing techniques. In fact, 90% of the people who hold the same resell rights that you hold are doing it wrong. You must also consider the market. While it is harder to sell internet marketing related products, selling non-internet marketing products is easier than you think. The reason it is harder to sell internet marketing products is because most of the other resellers will in fact be internet marketers who do know what they are doing. First, you must increase your marketing efforts. By doing more, you will put yourself well ahead of the 10% that are actually marketing the product correctly. Find new markets for the product and new ways to reach them. Consider holding teleseminars or joint venturing with other marketers who have large subscriber lists. Next, make your package more attractive than other people's. You typically will not have the right to change the product, but that doesn't mean you can't change the offer. Use other products as bonuses, as long as you have the right to give those products away. Beef up your package, and you will pull ahead of the competition quickly. Also, change your sales letter. Don't use the same sales letter that other resellers are using. Make yours unique. Infamous question number 4. What ways can I profit from resell rights products? Answer. There are many ways to profit from resell rights products. The first way, of course, is to simply resell the product. However, there are ways that you can realize even more profits. It just takes a little thought and creativity. When you sell the product, have an additional product or products to sell as an upsell or backend product. For instance, sell the Resell product at $39.95, then have an upsell, or a related product, that you offer either on your order page for an increased price, such as $49.95 or $59.95. Your upsell could even be a membership website, for which you would collect monthly membership fees from your customers. You can also advertise a backend product on the thank you page. This is a product that is offered after the purchase of the original product is made, for a different price. Backend products can cost more than the original product, the same, or even less. You can also profit more from your resell rights products by repackaging it, including more products, and raising the value of the package, which in turn raises the price. If you have master resell rights of the product, which allows you to sell the resell rights as well, you can create a nice package of various related products and sell resell rights to that package as well. You could even simply sell the product, or give it away if you are allowed to do so, in order to use a squeeze page to collect quality leads. A large list of quality leads opens many profitable doors. For instance, you could enter into joint venture deals to sell high-ticket products to your list, or rent your list out to other companies for a fee. However, before you start using various methods for increasing your profits with resell rights products, it is very important that you read your license agreement to be certain that you are not in violation of any of the terms. Infamous question number 5. What should I look for in a product before purchasing its rights? Answer. Before you purchase resell rights, you need to do some research to find out whether purchasing the resell rights will be profitable for you. Not all resell rights products are worth having. First, take a look at the product itself. Is it a quality product? Even though your name is not on the product itself, your name will be associated with selling the product, and you don't want to sell junk. So, make sure that the product is what it promises, and that it is indeed of value. Next, you need to research the market. Is there a market for the product? An easy way to find out is to do a search in Google using keywords that potential customers would use to search for the product. Look at the sites that are advertising similar products. The sponsored ads are the ones you are interested in. People and companies do not continually spend money advertising products that are not selling. If money is being spent on advertising, then there is a market for the product. Also look at related magazines to see if money is being spent on advertising. Read the license agreement before making the purchase. If it is not available to you without purchasing first, walk away. You want to check the license to make sure that you can market the product effectively, using methods that you know work. You want to know if the sales letter converts, but you also may want to make sure that you are allowed to change the sales letter as you see fit. Also see if you can find out how many people are currently reselling the product. Is the market flooded? Remember that 90% of the people with resell rights either won't be reselling the product, or they don't know how to effectively market the product. After you've looked at all of these issues, and answered all of these questions, you will know whether you should purchase the resell rights product or not. If the product has profit potential, it's worth buying. Infamous question number 6. Where are the best places to search for quality products to resell? Answer. With so many products with resell rights on the market, it's hard to choose which ones are worth the cost. There are, however, ways to find quality products to sell, if you know where and how to look. First, look for products that do not have resell rights. These will typically be the most profitable, if there is a market for the product and you know how to market it, simply because there are no resell rights offered. The idea is to contact the product author and ask for exclusive resell rights to the product. Some product authors will say no, and some won't respond at all, but when a product author does respond and says yes to your offer, you may have found a goldmine. Make sure that you get the agreement in writing and signed before you start marketing the product. Another great way to find quality products to resell is to join quality resell rights membership sites, such as the Unselfish Marketers Vault over at. They create products themselves, or have the products created exclusively for them, and offer a lot of additional memberships all for one low fee as opposed to other resell rights sites that just sell you resell rights packages that they have bought from other sources. Some resell rights membership sites, such as the Unselfish Marketers Vault, have products created exclusively for their members and offer resell rights packages that were not created exclusively for them, and this is an ideal site. This allows you to find products that are not flooding the market, as well as products that can be used as upsells and backends for each other. If you are purchasing resell rights for products that you simply come across that offer such rights, remember to do your research first, before making the purchase. Make sure that there is a market. Read the license agreement to make sure that you can market the product effectively. Make sure that you check out the product to ensure that you will be offering your existing or potential customers a quality product as well. Infamous question number 7. How do I market a resell rights product? Answer. Resell rights products offer you the ability to sell your own product, without actually creating one. While this gets you past one hurdle, the creation of a product, you still have another hurdle to face. How do you market a resell rights product? The first and best option is to market the product to your mailing list. If you do not have a mailing list, build one. There are various ways to do this, but the quickest way to build a list is to offer a free product, which is advertised with pay-per-click or through other people's lists. When the prospect arrives at the site to receive their free gift, they must fill in their name and email address, and give you permission to email them in the future. Pay-per-click advertising can be used for more than list building, however. You can also use pay-per-click to market your resell rights product. Google AdWords is one of the best pay-per-click programs in existence today, but there are many other options, including Yahoo Search Marketing. You can also purchase advertising in related newsletters, which are also called e-zines. This is a very effective way to market a product, and it is a tried and true method. You can find quality newsletters by doing searches in the e-zine directories online. Article marketing is also very effective. You simply write articles that relate to your product, or have them written for you, and submit them to the various article banks, allowing others to read them and use them for content for their newsletters and websites, for free. At the bottom of your articles, add a resource box, which is essentially an about the author paragraph, which should include a link to your sales page. You can also joint venture with people who have large mailing lists. Just make sure that their lists are made up of people who will be interested in your product. It doesn't make sense to market football products to a mailing list that is mostly made up of women who are interested in recipes. Reseller tips. How to compete with other resellers in the marketplace. How can you compete with other resellers who are selling the exact same product for the exact same price to the exact same market? It's actually easier than you might think. First, remember that 90% of all people who hold the same resell rights license that you hold either won't market the product at all, or won't market it correctly. This essentially means that only 10% of those who have resell rights to the same product are in competition with you. However, it really doesn't matter how competitive the market is or how many other resellers there are for the same product. When it is all said and done, the only thing that really counts is how the product is marketed, how it is presented to the market. The first thing you must do is set yourself apart from the pack. Don't concern yourself with what others are doing. Do your own thing. Do what works. Start by making the product as different as your license will allow you to. Change the package to include bonuses that others are not offering. Also change the sales letter. Make it completely different, and more effective than it already is. Once you've changed the product and the package as much as you are allowed to, it is time to see what others are doing, to an extent. For instance, if you plan to market using Google AdWords, see what keywords your competitors, other resellers, are bidding on, and what they are paying. Either pay more, or bid on different, more targeted keywords. For example, if you are selling an information product on weight loss, don't use weight loss as your keyword, or any other common keywords. Instead, use weight loss for men, or weight loss for women over 40. Narrow your market as much as you possibly can. You can bet that the majority of your competitors will not be using such care in choosing keywords. Also use other methods of marketing the product. Market to your email list. Market to other people's email lists. Write articles and distribute them to the article banks. Hold teleseminars. The important thing is to establish yourself as an expert in the field that is related to your product, and set yourself apart.